Anyway, so I was talking about borders and how they're just a construct, and I can go this way. This is cool. They're just a construct, right? And the thing is that as far as I don't know more goes right now, the construct matters, right? Because the I don't know more fight right now is about laws in Canada. Yeah? So it matters that it's Canada. But the bigger struggle, which is environmental impact and just overall respect for human rights and indigenous rights, that overall, I don't want to say fight, is it a fight? It doesn't have borders, and one of the things that there's a UN declaration, I don't know if it's a declaration, UN statement on indigenous rights, and here's the deal, right? The the ganging up of tribal indigenous peoples in order to assert their rights is sort of stymied, restricted by typical tribal behavior, which is, unless you're from the tribe next to my tribe and we interact regularly, I don't know you, and I don't know to be on your side. So I think what would be really powerful is if all indigenous peoples of the world looked at the UN document on indigenous rights and said, this document speaks for us, all of us together, and if we all get together, then our voice is very big. And when people see us together and asserting our rights, and they see how we've been treated in the past, they will support us, and that will make our voices even bigger. And that's what Idle No More gives the hope for, that will happen. But the first part that has to happen is that Idle No More in Canada has to be successful, right? So it's like there's, and I don't like to use military metaphors, I say the war. There is a struggle, and there's the first piece of the struggle, which is for the Idle No More efforts of the First Nations of Canada, supported by many, many people, with many people in solidarity. That has to be successful. There's no other choice but for it to be successful. Because if the indigenous people of Canada, of the area of the world that is called Canada, if they don't have, if their right to participate in decision making about lands that actually belong to them, if that right is not asserted and recognized, then everything is done, right? If the people who have an absolute, treaty-based legal right to ask to be at the table about the environment, if they can't get to the table, then how the hell is anybody else going to get to the table? So they have to succeed. They have to succeed. This isn't the first battle for the environment. If this battle is lost, it's the last battle. If the Indigenous people of Canada who have treaties and agreements on their side can't get a voice at the table to protect the environment, then the fight is done. So if you're one of those groups that kind of likes the idea of seeing if you can use their hashtag to drag people to your cause, or if you want to have a joint action so that their people will look like they're supporting what you do, don't do it. Don't steal, don't borrow, don't take any of their energy. Give them, for now, give them everything. Because once that fight is won, then what we all gain is that the first fight in the struggle to save the earth, the first fight was won. And if you take the energy and we lose the fight, then there are no more fights. This makes me furious. I'm watching people trying to co-opt. Don't take the energy from that movement. Don't take it. If you're showing up at their actions hoping to gain energy or people or media or whatever for your cause, don't go. If you're going to their actions in order to give everything you have in support of them, then that's good.